Hey everybody, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I was in the house and I had the thought to come out and record a video. And just at that moment that I was going to record a video, all of my birds start flying across the property. Listen to them, listen. They're all being harassed by radio frequencies. But I want to give a shout out to the person who, as soon as I posted the Narc Survivor video about how these narcissists or gang stalkers or criminals steal your identity, and it was a really good video, so I reposted it. As soon as I reposted it, I received a negative comment from someone named Christ, whatever, and some weird other name, saying that he's a perp. Okay, so not only did I, but another person ask, well, how do you know he's a perp? And if you think he's a perp, why would you write that into my comment section? Email me privately. So if you're making the accusation that a YouTube creator is a perp on my channel, you better back that up with facts. Okay, because the last comment you made was removed. And the last comment, after I responded, well, how do you know? And somebody else said, how do you know? Like, the information that Narc Survivor provided today is absolutely true and factual. Not only do you have to have knowledge of being in a relationship with a narcissist, being in a gang stalking criminal watch list program, but having 2 degrees in psychology. The information he portrayed today is absolutely accurate. I wouldn't post it if it weren't. Why would I post something that is inherently wrong for me or my subscribers to view? So the fact that you had the audacity to immediately respond that he's a perp and have nothing to back it up, well, I'm going to tell you that if it's true, that's one thing. But if it's not true, that's considered libel. Okay? And we've got your number here. Okay? If you're calling him a perp and he's not a perp, and you posted that, that's libel. Now, when you posted another comment, when I inquired about it, oh, that you can hear my misery, or that I'm miserable. Well, evidently, you're not getting what I'm getting, okay? I'm trying to sell my property, and somebody came in and broke my 4-year-old washing machine. It cost me $600 to replace, and then $138 to diagnose that it needed to be replaced. And within the last year, I had to buy a new water heater. The old water heater was only 4 years old. There's nothing wrong with any of my appliances. Everything I own here is brand new. But they are destroying my property. So I'm going to give a shout out. If you're not living in a house, young man, or whomever you are, you're not living in a house that you're trying to sell, and you're living in an apartment owned by somebody else and you're paying them rent, or maybe you're living in your car. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not waking up every day to find your appliances, your new appliances that are expensive, that you need to replace yourself, you tell me if you would feel misery as well. How would you feel if somebody dumped a feral cat on your property and tore up your body? That is still healing now, 3 weeks later. How would you feel if airplanes are flying over your head and burning, deliberately burning your grass? You could see them burning the grass with some laser, okay? How would you feel if all in 1 week, 2 roosters and a hen suddenly are all limping with a broken foot? How the hell does that happen? Okay? So when you say, oh, well, we can all hear your misery. Well, I hope you can hear my misery. I hope you can hear what's happening here. And I hope you don't get what I get here. But evidently, if you claim to be a targeted person, then you're not getting enough. You're not getting enough. Because being a targeted person is torture. It's torture. It's pure torture. And I'm a positive person. I wake up every day usually in a good mood. But I woke up this morning and the criminals radiated my back. I could hardly get out of bed. I was feeling fine when I went to bed last night. And then I stepped down on my left ankle and they radiated my ankle. Silent weapons for quiet wars. So if you're going to leave defamatory comments in my comments section about an individual that you don't know, or if you don't know personally, then email me privately. But if you're claiming that YouTube creator is a perp, you better back it up with facts. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there, and that's considered to be libel. Maybe I'll just forward it to him, have him deal with it. Okay? So anyway, I want to show you something adorable. Mama, you want to say hi? Show her what you've been doing with your life lately. She's been raising some little babies here. Do they look just like her? Do they look anything remotely like her? No. I think that they belong to Henry. And you know, Henry's my favorite huge rooster, and Henry cannot walk. Henry can't walk anymore. He's miserable. These are the two birds, they can't walk. Miserable. And I'm going to have a horrible decision to make about what to do with my chickens, and I've been watching videos about how to unalive them humanely, and it's just breaking my heart. I mean, you know, when I had a cat that was sick, I would bring the cat to the vet if it were in pain and have the vet put the animal to sleep. If the cat was just old and just having a hard time, I let my cats live out their entire lives, no matter, you know, as long as they weren't in pain. But when you have chickens and roosters and guineas and they're in pain, you can't let them be in pain. You don't really know if they are. So with roosters, it's their comb. Now let me show you. Half of his comb fell off, and his comb has changed color. And you could see it's no longer bright red anymore. Look. So this is poor Henry, and Henry weighs a ton. Henry is my largest bird. And even though the roosters, they're all larger than the hens, every rooster is larger than the hens. Like, this is Nippers. And he's large, but he's not nearly as big as Henry. Henry's big. He's like a whopper. He's like a whopper times 2. So I just wanted to say that. And that's another reason why I haven't been posting also, because we're getting a lot of ridiculous amount of rain. And all of this grass needs to be cut. And so, subscriber, that you're complaining about my misery, well, why don't you come over and help me cut the grass? Okay? You want to complain? You see all this grass here? All this needs to be cut. I don't sit around here twiddling my thumbs all day long, stalking YouTube creators to call videos of what I'm posting to be a perp. All this grass needs to be cut. Every bit of this. All this grass, all of it needs to be cut. So if you've got nothing to do, come on over. I'll give you a lawnmower, a weed eater. You can help me cut the grass. And in between cutting the grass and dealing with my animals, I'm dealing with criminals, perpetrators harassing me and damaging everything that I own. For what? Why? Because back in New Jersey, there was some very jealous people that had more money than me, but they were still jealous of me. And I know that this has happened to you guys too. That's right. You tell them. You tell them what the deal is. You tell them who's the boss. Okay, well, we've got a lot of bosses here. I've got too many roosters. There's one down there talk. When one talks, they all talk. But yeah, so I woke up today, and this is what the criminals did to my grass. Okay? And plus, it's going to rain now for the next 3 or 4 days. And they sabotaged my lawnmower. They cracked the carburetor. They sliced the seat. They did something to the level on the lawnmower. I have an attachment that catches the grass. They cracked that. They sliced the hose 2 times 2 places. They've actually dislocated the peg that goes into the lawnmower to attach it to the lawnmower for it to catch the grass properly and not get jammed. So these are this is the guy. They think that my porch is part of their chicken coop. Look at them. So anyway, I apologize for the rain. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. It's May 22nd, 2024. It's rural Kentucky. You can hear thunder in the background. There's thunder back there. Oh, and I'm going to give a shout out to one of my subscribers who wrote me privately. She had been thinking about what's happening here. And she said that she believes that what's happening to me here in Kentucky, maybe not in New Jersey, but here it's a military operation. I agree. And she thinks that a lot of my targeting is coming back from in the wooded area. I would say the wooded area that connects to my neighbor's house. Right there. And yes, they do love the woods because they can hide in the woods. In fact, camouflage, a lot of times when Marines and Army guys are camouflaged during combat, if they're near a wooded area, they will blend into the environment with sticking leaves and branches in their clothing, and that's why they wear camo. What does camo look like? Do you think camo would get over well in Manalapan, New Jersey? Do you think you're going to blend in Manalapan, New Jersey wearing camo? No. That's Chirp. So no. So in Manalapan, New Jersey, the local criminals dress really well. They look like most Manalapan people. They wear designer clothing. They wear designer gym clothing. And that's what my neighbors look like. My perps in New Jersey. They dressed well. Here in rural Kentucky, people wear camo. They wear camo to blend into the environment. They also use invisibility suits. And that's why my birds and my cats will go ballistic sometimes. They'll be looking at something, and I'll look in that direction, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. But I hear some rumbling. Oh, this is so cute. Are you teaching them to climb? You teaching them how to climb? They're getting so big. They get so big. Please tell me they're not roosters. I hope I don't have any more roosters. So I'm going to end on that note because the rumbling is getting a little bit closer together, and we are expected rain. So I'm going to have to get Henry and my little white girl here into the chicken coop because they can't walk. So I've got to move them in there myself. So anyway, please do not leave comments that somebody that I post is a perp. Okay? Without giving me the facts. Okay? Give me the facts about why you think they're a perp. Okay? I've had people tell me that I'm a perp. There's a woman on TikTok who says, you're not a targeted person if you're not homeless. Like, excuse me? I know so many people that are targeted that have more than I've got. More has been stolen from them. I know targeted people that have farms. I know targeted people that have homes. So to just spew that out, that you're not targeted if, that's totally wrong. Everybody's different. You don't know what my life was like before, or what I had, or what I didn't have, or how much I earned. It's nobody's business. Just like it's none of my business what you did before the targeting and what your earning capacity was or your age. And you have to remember, I lived a long time. The longer you live, the more years you have to earn and gather and collect, which is why these criminals target older people. That's right, because we have millions of dollars waiting for us in our kitty. The straw man kitty, right? And Gang Stalking Simulation was discussing it. And there is a guy on YouTube who talks about it also. And I'm going to look into it more. I want mine. And that evidently, this is how these stalkers are getting paid. They're getting paid off of our money. The money that's due us. And the older you are, the more money you have in your kitty. And if they offed one of your parents left behind that big kitty too. So you would have inherited your parents' kitty. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. Your parents' money. Your parents' millions or billions of dollars that are paying these perpetrators. So maybe we'll discuss that another time. I'm not all that up on it. I am subscribed to a YouTube creator who has actually gotten his money. That's right. He got his money. And go look at your birth certificate. Is your name written in all caps? Is it all caps? How about your Social Security card? Is it all caps or is it uppercase, lowercase? That's a little bit of homework for you guys. Go find out if you're part of the corporation. Are you owned by the USA Corporation or are you a sovereign citizen? So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. And my birds are acting up here. The sky is gray, gray, gray. I'm going to get my birdos in, and I'm going to sign off for now. Please leave your comments down below. Remember to hit the thumbs up. And please, guys, if you're going to make a comment about something I post about them being a perpetrator, you better back it up with some facts.